Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for February 14th, read by Sarah M. from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. AA Thoughts for the Day. Results. We found that as soon as we were able to lay aside prejudice and express even a willingness to believe in a power greater than ourselves, we commenced to get results, even though it was impossible for any of us to fully define or comprehend that power, which is God. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 46. Thought to consider. God seldom becomes a reality until God becomes a necessity. AA acronyms. GIFT. God is forever there. Just for today. Overseas from The Three Legacies of Alcoholics Anonymous. Maybe AA was just a Yankee gadget that would be no good for Ireland, England, Holland, Scandinavia, Australia, and the Pacific. Since their countries were so different, maybe their alcoholics were different too. Will AA work in our cultures? They asked. We became heavily involved in correspondence, much helped by our American members in New York who could translate for us. We searched out and briefed AA travelers going abroad. Gradually, headway was made. It was a long time, however, before we knew for sure that AA could cross the barriers of distance, race, creed, and language. But today, 1957, the AA map shows our society in more than 70 countries and the U.S. possessions. Alcoholics Anonymous Comes of Age, page 200. Daily Reflections. Expectations versus demands. Burn the idea into the consciousness of every man that he can get well regardless of anyone. The only condition is that he trust in God and clean house. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 98. Dealing with expectations is a frequent topic at meetings. It isn't wrong to expect progress of myself, good things from life, or a decent treatment from others. Where I get into trouble is when my expectations become demands. I will fall short of what I wish to be, and situations will go in ways I do not like, because people will let me down sometimes. The only question is, what am I going to do about it? Wallow in self-pity or anger? Retaliate and make a bad situation worse? Or will I trust in God's power to bring blessings on the messes in which I find myself? Will I ask Him what I should be learning? Do I keep on doing the right things I know how to do no matter what? Do I take time to share my faith and blessings with others? Copyright 1990, Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc. As Bill Sees It. Our Companions. Today, the vast majority of us welcome any new light that can be thrown on the alcoholic's mysterious and baffling malady. We welcome new and valuable knowledge, whether it issues from a test tube, from a psychiatrist's couch, or from revealing social studies. We are glad of any kind of education that accurately informs the public and changes its age-old attitude toward the drunk. More and more, we regard all who labor in the total field of alcoholism as our companions on a march from darkness into light. We see that we can accomplish together what we could never accomplish in separation and in rivalry. From the Grapevine, March 1958. Big Book Quote. We are careful never to show intolerance or hatred of drinking as an institution. Experience shows that such an attitude is not helpful to anyone. Every new alcoholic looks for this spirit among us and is immensely relieved when he finds we are not witch-burners. A spirit of intolerance might repel alcoholics whose lives could have been saved had it not been for such stupidity. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, Working with Others, page 103. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. After that first drink, we had a single-track mind. It was like a railroad train. The first drink started it off, and it kept going on the single track until it got to the end of the line, drunkenness. We alcoholics knew this was the inevitable result when we took the first drink, but we still couldn't keep away from liquor. Our willpower was gone. We had become helpless and hopeless before the power of alcohol. It's not the second drink or the 10th drink that does the damage. It's the first drink. Will I ever take that first drink again? Meditation for the day. I must keep a time apart with God every day. Gradually, I will be transformed mentally and spiritually. It is not the praying so much as just being in God's presence. The strengthening and curative powers of this I cannot understand, because such knowledge is beyond human understanding, but I can experience them. The poor, sick world would be cured if every day each soul waited before God for the inspiration to live aright. My greatest spiritual growth occurs in this time apart with God. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may faithfully keep a quiet time apart with God. I pray that I may grow spiritually each day. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota, 55012. I'm Sarah, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc. 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, or 2001.